So I'm really excited this morning just to welcome Jeanette, who's going to tell us a bit about Lyrics and Lunch. Jeanette took a very small, simple idea a few years ago, and it's become an incredible resource, an incredible encouragement to people who are very vulnerable. Okay, Jeanette.
So my name is Jeanette Main. I'm the third age minister here at St Thomas's, and that means that I look after our lovely elderly people and reach out into the community to them. And I'm actually going to talk about Lyrics Lunch in a minute. First, a little talk about a new venture that we're starting. Can we have the slide, please? Loneliness. It's really harmful. It's now well accepted it's as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And just like smoking, it affects your physical health. People are more at risk of heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, and your mental health. Depression, general frailty, poorer cognitive function, which can lead to dementia. And sadly, some people are so lonely, they just feel they can't go on, and they do take their own lives. I've been in this role as third age minister for 8 years here at St T's, and Extra Time, our fellowship group, which is mainly but not entirely for older people, does reach out to people, and it predates me. It's been going longer than I've been here. Over the last 8 years, we've started a holiday at home in the summer to reach people whose normal activities maybe stop during August, and had a fantastic time with them. And for the whole of those 8 years I've been working here, John and I have had this vision for a lunch club to reach out to those people you see if you wander around the city of a lunchtime, older people who are wandering around with not much to do, who are feeling lonely. And they're quite a mission field, we feel. So finally, after 8 years, the building behind us is nearly ready, and that's going to give us the facilities and the room to start this new club. So the next slide, please. Thursdays at St T's is what we're calling it, and we've already started it a little bit. So it's for any older person, or indeed someone who may not be older, but they may be disabled in some way and would find it useful. There's a pick and mix of activities, all based around our lunchtime service, which you will be aware has moved from Wednesday to Thursday when it restarted, and very importantly, our new lunch club. Next slide, please. We know that we can not only help people, we can also bring them the good news of Jesus. We've seen that over the last 8 years through things like Holiday at Home and Lyrics and Lunch. So you've got some leaflets on your chairs, and the side which talks about Thursdays at St T's will tell you we're going to need people to welcome and chat and be part of that community that people need so much. We're going to need people who can cook and serve food. There might even be people who can't come on a Thursday, but they could cook or bake for us at home and pass it on to us. And we're going to need people who'll undergird the whole thing in prayer. Some of the bits of it, can we have the next slide? So we've already started chair-based exercise. Myself and Jenny Gilder are now trained and qualified to deliver chair-based exercise. We're offering this to anybody at all with no strings. It's free of charge. They can give a donation if they want. And we're already doing that on a Thursday at 10:30. Do tell your friends and neighbours. It's fun, it's gentle, it enhances their physical fitness. We have a good laugh. We enjoy a fantastic playlist of 50s and 60s music, and it's really good. Then, next slide please, the midweek service follows at 12 o'clock. Now, people may or may not stay for that, but you know what? When we're offering a cooked lunch after, I think they'll hang around. So when we can add this lunch club to it, it will just be wonderful. And this is just an idea. This was from Holiday at Home this year. We own at St Thomas's a table tennis table and some small sort of snooker billiards tables and equipment. We can use that. That's one idea for after. Particularly gentlemen might be interested in having a go at that after lunch. We might start a craft group. We might plant a new Lyrics and Lunch group. If you could be on team, if you could help us, please fill in that form or email me and let me know. Moving on to the other side of the sheet, which is Lyrics and Lunch. So Lyrics and Lunch has been going for that whole 8 years too. It brings lunch, singing and fun, and creates community for people who are losing theirs. Loneliness, they're all losing community to some extent. Friends and family may be dying, but people with dementia, their friends sometimes just don't know how to be with them. They don't know how to sort of react with them, and so they melt away. But we create community. So we've been going for 8 years. We've won one national award and been runner-up in another. And then we felt that God was calling us to become a network. There are now 5 groups, 4 in this area and 1 that we've just planted in the summer in a village called Swavesey outside Cambridge. And we've also seeded at least 3 more who have decided, at the moment, they're not members of our community, but they've still taken our idea and run with it and started something off. The difference it makes in the community, let's just put that slide back on that you saw for a moment. There's fun, there's laughter, there's banter, there's eating together. People with dementia don't always eat very well. The carers tell us that the person is happier and calmer for a few hours afterwards, even if they don't remember where they've been. And one carer said to us quite early on, this is the most practical help we've been offered since diagnosis. It's something we can both join in together, and we both love it. I could tell you all sorts of stories, but somebody will shut me up in a minute. That we've had a lot of interest in new groups, but we have identified a problem. And that is making that leap from, that's a brilliant idea, we might be able to do that, to, yes, come and train us. And we've got lots of resources ready and things. And so what we need to do, we need staff time and travel expenses to research the churches who might take this on and to visit them before they make a firm, yes, we'll do it, to help them to visualize it in their setting and help them to take it on board and give them confidence to go ahead with it. And that's where you come in. So we'd like to invite you to become a friend of Lyrics and Lunch. We are almost a registered charity. Unfortunately, COVID slowed everything up, but we're almost a registered charity. So could you help us reach the churches nationally and begin to reach those people living with dementia and their carers with God's love, give them joy and give them community where they're losing theirs. If you become a friend, we'll give you regular updates and information, maybe an occasional invitation to a meeting to come and hear more about what's happening, and you'll also get the knowledge that you're making a real difference. Could you make a regular gift so we know we've got some money coming in? Or a one-off gift? And if you can gift aid, let us know, and as soon as that's possible, we'll be back in touch with you to make that possible. You can either fill in a form and leave it here somewhere or give it to me, or you can email me. The details are on that piece of paper, and tell me your response to those 2 requests. Thank you very much.
I think Jeanette deserves a round of applause for everything that she's doing. I think you're amazing, Jeanette. Well done. God takes a small kernel of an idea and it can grow exponentially. So if you're able to contribute, just a small contribution can make a huge, huge difference.